Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Magic Duels Origins. So for today's episode, I'm apparently starting off against the AI. We'll start with the mountain, I think. So for today's episode of Magic Duels Origins, it's the last episode with the Allies deck. What I'll be moving on to for next week. So for this Friday Night Magic Deck Tech, I will be moving on to a Lifegame Dec. So we'll be playing with the it's an Orzhov Lifegame deck, so black-white. It uses a lot of allies again, so we're going to be seeing a couple of repeat cards, but it's pretty fun. I've enjoyed playing with it so far, so it should be interesting to have a play around with that as well. I just quite like the allies cards, and a Lifegame allies deck is just a ton of fun. So we're playing red, blue, green here. Interesting. If I'm a little bit rusty today, it's because I've been away for a few days, so I haven't had a chance to actually play any Magic for about 3 or 4 days now, so I might be a little bit rusty, so bear with me here, guys. I mean, it could go alright. I mean, we're playing a fairly slow deck at the moment by the looks of things, which could work in our favour. Can't play either of our Ondu champions at the moment because we don't have that second red mana, as we found in the forest, rather than the second mountain, but that's fine. Could do with one of those. Gruul Guildgate would be nice as well. Do have the Core Bladewell to come down though. I think we'll play the Sunpetal Grove and the Core Bladewell, so both of these get Vigilance. And he's playing Twin Bolt on my Reckless Cohort, I'd assume. It's fine by me. Still get my McKinley Patrol, so you still get Vigilance. So yeah, I could really do with a second red source next turn. Would be nice. Get the Ondu champion and possibly some. Also, I'm looking for a Trample going through every turn. So we're going down to 14 already. At 14, we've gone down to 16 already. We've gone down by 4 health. My god, I knew I was going to be rusty today, but I didn't know I was going to be that rusty. Okay, so he's played a second Gatekeeper Vine. It's not too bad. We've got the tools to take it out, so we either need to find, I don't know, another cheap ally, or another red source of mana, which we actually find. So we've found a Clifftop Retreat, which allows us to play the Ondu champion. So nice 4-3 with which will nice 4-3, and it gives Trample and gives these two Vigilance as well, which is pretty incredible. So it won't be pushing through any Trample damage this turn, but that's not the end of the world. We'll see if he decides to block here, which he did not. So we take him down to 12. Very nice. So we've got a lot. So we've got a nice board state at the moment, which is pretty cool. So we've got 3 decent alloys. I'm going to keep saying that for some reason. My brain is just not working today. Okay, so he's played a Kurd Chieftain. Interesting. So what do we do here then? Ooh, very nice. We actually managed to find Veteran War Leader. So I'm going to play you this turn because I'm still going to get the Trample and the First Strike from both of these. So you also get all the Brucey bonus. What's what I'm looking for? Bonus attack from being a big creature. So I'm going to swing with just the Ondu champion this turn because it will actually kill the Kurd Chieftain, which is basically why I'm just swinging with this one. So he's just blocking with that one. So we push through 2 damage. Very nice. So we have another ally to trigger all of these next turn, which is pretty sweet. Can also give this one First Strike to take out the Kurd Chieftain, although can he pump it up? He could pump it up, but he's decided not to. And he's played a From Beyond, so he's ramping up once a turn, so we get some token creatures down as well. What are we going to find? We're going to find another red source. Not really useful for us, so we're just going to play the Ondu Chieftain. Gives these 2 Vigilance and Trample. And First Strike as well. So we're going to push through these 2. Do I swing with these 2 as well? Because I could potentially put him in a very, very difficult situation if I just swing with everything. I mean, he could block one of these 2. No, I'm just going to swing with the 2 fatties. He's going to have to block here, otherwise he's really quite screwed. Yeah, he is going to block there. So that both of these die. I really should have swung with the... what's what I'm looking for? The other 2 creatures, although he would have just killed them, but then again I would have pushed through 9 damage, so it's kind of swings and roundabouts there. Unless he's got like a board wipe, which is possible, but not devastating. Okay, what's he got here then? Marissa Ranger. Okay, it's a 3-3. So I think we just swing with everything here and we pretty much win. Especially if we just found tandem tactics as well, so that's pretty much game over for him, I think. Do I swing with everything? Yes, I do, I think. So it's a good start, you know, coming back from... so how much are we pushing through here? We're pushing through lethal anyway, so yeah. So, cool. Let's move on to game number 2, guys. Okay, guys, so I am back. Let's see who we are playing in a second. So, is this worth keeping this opening hand? It actually looks pretty good. I'm probably going to keep this hand. So, for game number 2, we're playing the rank 16 Juara. I'm actually up to rank 16 myself. I didn't realise I got that high. Like, I knew I was doing reasonably well at the moment, but... okay, so we're going to start with the Selesnya Guildgate, as all these other ones will be tap lands anyway. So we can play the Cliffside Lookout this turn upcoming. We've got McKinley Patrol to come down in a couple of turns' time. We need a second red source for the Ondu Champion. We've also got a Reprisal to take out anything big. Okay, so I think we'll go for the Rootbound Crag this turn. I'll play the Sandstone Bridge next turn, where I can actually give this +1/+1 and Vigilance potentially, so I don't really want to play that out yet. I may as well play out another tap land. Excellent, we've even got a Core Bladewell to play next turn as well, which is even better. So we can drop you and a Sandstone Bridge. Okay, he hasn't played anything anyway, so that's fine by me. So play the Core Bladewell. Give this first strike. It's not really necessary, but... so it's going to give that one first strike, and then we'll also play the Sandstone Bridge and pump it up. And we'll just swing with the 2/2. So we've got the McKinley Patrol to give both of these Vigilance next turn, which is awesome. Like I said, I still don't have that second red source for the Ondu Champion quite yet, but I'm sure we'll get it in due course. Of course, Mr. Giaura? Giaura, I don't know. So, mono white, interesting. I am considering putting together a mono white deck at some point. Okay, he's played Archangel of Tides. What's really frustrating is I can't actually reprisal that. So, unless he pumps it up somehow, I can't actually do anything about that. So, we're just going to drop the mountain here. Now, do I drop McKinley Patrol? I don't really see much point, but yeah. I'm gonna drop it, but I just want to play it just so it's like out there, because I need one more mana to actually be able to pump everything up using my Cliffside Lookout as well. So I'm probably just going to skip attack there. So I've got the Reprisal in case he pumps it up some. Well, I can't play that now. Shouldn't really have played that. I could have saved the Reprisal. Why is this frozen? There we go. That was weird. I was like, oh god, the game hasn't crashed at it, has it? Because that would make me a big old sad panda. So yeah, this is a clutch play for the mono white player over here. The rank 16, yeah, same as me. So that's pretty good for him. A 3/5 flyer, which I cannot really deal with. If it was a 4/5, it'd be dead already. It would have been reprisaled, but unfortunately, because it's a 3/5, I have a much harder time dealing with it. So unless at some point he pumps it up and I can then kill it. So this is interesting. So I don't know whether it's worth, like, I don't know, trying to force his hand somehow. I don't know. We've got Tandem Tactics, which isn't too bad. Let's play the Plains for now. Now, do I swing? I can pump up everything by +1/+1 here, which doesn't really help. Could play the Ondu Champion, I suppose. Not particularly useful. I'd rather save it for if I can trigger some of these abilities at some point. So I'm probably just going to swing. I'm just going to move on here, and then see what my my opponent does. I may as well save Ondu Champion for when, you know, it's actually worth playing. There's no point playing it out now if I don't need to. So I've got the Reprisal in case he decides to pump that up for any reason, which would be interesting if I could somehow destroy that one. I've actually got Tandem Tactics. What could... Come on, why are you not pausing? Okay, the game is like completely frozen here. I could Tandem Tactics and... what's going on? Okay, he's been replaced by the AI. That is why it suddenly decided to freeze. Right, what I could do here play out the Boris Guild Gate. What I could do here is actually tandem tactics and reprisal this thing on one turn. So watch this. So I'm going to give you +1/+1 and you +1/+1. I can then reprisal you because you're now 4/7. So go to hell. Yeah, I just thought of that. That was an interesting way of using reprisal there. So, interesting way of using tandem tactics. It pumps up my creature while also getting rid of his. So, yeah, I'll take that. I can't believe that worked, but because it just says, it doesn't say your own creatures, it just says up to 2 target creatures. So you can. Okay, he's played Tragic Arrogance. So what's he going to get rid of? Everything but my 1/1. Fair enough. I can accept that. So we're going to play the Sandstone Bridge on you. He's played his board clear now, so I can now safely play out my Ondu Champion. Let's give his trample for like no reason, but hey ho. So we've now got to hope that we can kill him in the next couple of turns. Hopefully he hasn't got anything else good sitting up his sleeve. So that was the one of 2 possible Tragic Arrogances. We played Ondu Rising. Whenever a creature attacks his turn, against Lifelink until end of turn. Why would you play that? Oh, and he also awakened to planes. I see. That would make more sense. So he's going to swing with the 5/5, I'm guessing? Yeah, he is. I mean, I could double block here, but there's no point. So we skip attack. So he basically gave his land vigilance. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we've got Reckless Cohort, so I'm going to... How much mana have I got? More than enough here. So I'm going to play Reckless Cohort, which triggers the rally ability on the Ondu Champion, which gives you trample. I then pump up all my creatures by +1/+1. And then we swing with the 5/4, like so, which actually was going to die now because I completely miscalculated that. Although he is going to let that go through, interestingly enough. So we take him down to 10. So what's my opponent going to do? Because we've got a reasonable board at the moment. Okay, he's found Foundry of the Consoles to... So he's not going to swing with that one now. What else are we going to get? A Forest. Wow, that's exciting. So he's going to pop you again. Swing with the 5/4. Doesn't have trample this time, so he may decide to block with the mana. Which he did decide to do this time. Okay, that's fine. We won't play the Forest because we don't actually need to. Okay, so now he's going to do the Foundry of the Consoles, which I kind of expected he was going to do at some point. What else has he got tucked up his sleeve? This is an interesting fight now against the AI because I don't really know what he's going to be playing. It's an interesting mono-white deck, which I wasn't expecting. So I go down to 15. And he plays out a Kythian's Irregulars. Interesting. So am I going to find... Oh, God's sake. A mana? You've got to be joking. I mean, he can tap my creatures as well. This is kind of annoying. Oh, why did that guy have to leave? He's probably less competent than the AI. You know what? I'm going to pump up my creatures. And then actually swing with my 3/3. And then he's going to tap it down. Of course he is. Oh, I was expecting that. So... Going to have to skip attack there. We have to take the damage potentially, so we could be taking 6 damage here. Come on, we need to find more allies now. Oh, of course, Angelic Edict. Why the hell not? And Alchemist Vial, so we get to draw a card. Wow, the AI is actually more competent than the person who left. Never thought I'd hear myself say that. I think that Tragic Arrogance was pretty clutch for him as well. He just, to... So that gets renowned, so I go to a 5/4. Wouldn't mind Gideon or something like that right now? Nope, we find an Evolving Wilds. Of course we find an Evolving Wilds, because, that's a really useful card right now. Why the hell not? We'll sacrifice it now. So we're taking down to 8, although we're going down to 7 ourselves this turn. So yeah, apparently I got screwed over by the AI, which is interesting. Mostly because of the Tragic Arrogance, which is, pretty devastating, but hey-ho. I'm not really sure there's anything I could have done differently in this game. I mean, I had to kind of deal with his land and try and keep dealing damage. So I'm down to 2 health, and I don't really think there's any card that could... Reprisals doesn't help, because I could have done with that last turn, you know, to have actually dealt with the Kythians Irregulars, but, you know, whatever. We'll do it now. So he taps that down, so I can't even swing with it. So that's game over, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to leave the video there for now. That's annoying, because I was hoping to open a pack, but should have lots to open in the next episode, as basically everybody's getting a 750 gold Brucey bonus. Those of you who are not British and old like me would not even get that reference, but hey ho. We're getting a bonus 750 gold for downloading and playing Battle for Zendikar, which is like 5 packs. So I should have enough of my own, a bit more of my own gold saved up by that point as well. So we could have a nice haul of gold to open up a load of packs in the next episode. But I'm going to leave it here for now, as I've run out of time to actually record today. So as always, guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.